Ah. Oh, hold on. What's up, everybody? Oh. Ah. I got headphones. Haha. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm trying something different. Sometimes my Apple earphone thingies go in and out. Look at my wife had this. It's called a blue. What is it called? I think it's called like a Blue Yeti. She had it for when she does podcasts, so I thought I would try it. So hello. Anyway. Yes, I want to pull up that video really quick of the Starbucks thing. It was I'm sorry, Cinnabon. It's absolutely. I haven't published it yet. Hold on. Let's see. See if I can find it. There it is. All right, hold on. I'll play it in 1 second here. Could you make a video how they ran away from European evilness just to spread the same evil? I mean, that's really why we're here. I was on a live earlier today with somebody, and they happened to have a MAGA in there. Now, I personally don't debate with MAGA because they're stupid and they're racists. And every other sentence was, oh, how come he got more black votes? Why did more blacks vote for him? Why did more? I mean, it was literally like racism 101. And just the reality is with MAGA, they're afraid that their white majority is going away and it scares the hell out of them. That's just the truth. It's just true. And we have to come to grips with that at some point as a society. We have to stop saying that that's not what it is, because it is. They're afraid of their white majority going away. 249 years, and we've never elected a woman, even though half of our country are women. That's a problem. Look, and I'll show you a video really quick. I haven't published it yet. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is, right here. Let me find the clip. Hold on. Still trying to manage my computer monitor here. Bear with me for 1 second. Sorry. Sorry, I have to look at my. There we go. I got to move my monitor where I can actually see something here. All right. There we go. Let's see. Here it is. All right. This goes to what you were asking me about the clip. Hey, Reshi, how you doing? This is why, when people want to know why that women still vote for Trump, this is the reason why. About it.
Here are 6 powerful ways to honor your husband.
First, speak highly of him, especially when he's not around.
Second, respect his decisions, even if you do it differently.
Third, thank him often for how he provides, how he leads, how he spiritually covers, and how he tries.
Fourth, pray for him daily and powerfully.
Fifth, stay physically affectionate, not just sexually, but in many different ways.
Sixth, back him up in front of the kids. Unity builds trust.
Tell me, what the fuck is that? Blink twice if you need help, woman. Yes, Laura, I saw it. I'll get to it. Sorry, my wife is traveling, and you're the last email I haven't got to. But that is an actual video. There is a couple on TikTok that this is what they do. Submit to your husband, wash his socks with your hands, clean his underwear, make his babies, make the dinner. Oh, I'm sorry you had a hard day at work. Please, how can I kiss your ass and make you feel better? And there are white women that buy into that. That's why women vote for Republicans. They've been told generationally that that's what's needed. Sorry, I got a new light because I have like one light in my office from the ceiling and it glares on my glasses. The one downside to glasses is that everything reflects. Like if I do this, it reflects off my glasses. So I'm trying to figure out this whole lighting thing. So I got these new lights the other day so I can, because I have a whole black spot here Anyway, you're right. Mario says right. He said, remember Charlie Kirk, the racist podcaster, before he was unalived, the victim of a school shooting, said that Taylor Swift should submit to Kelsey. You're right. That's what this is. And they're afraid to break away from the male patriarchy. They quote one scripture that says that your job is to submit to your husband. They don't view women as equal. Just like they don't view black people or immigrants or Muslims or Asians. They judge people based on how they were born. That's it. What a crappy way to live your life. Yeah, there was a clip. I think I came across it last week on TikTok, and they're calling into the radio show. And this is a call. And he says, oh, you know what? I might have it. Hold on. I can play to my microphone. Hold on. I have a microphone. Now I can play it. Hold on. I have it. Hold on. He felt like less of a man because his wife earned more than him. What the hell are you complaining about, dude? You got a sugar mama. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Maybe not. But basically, he said, as a Christian man, what am I supposed to do because my wife makes more than me? He makes like $200,000 a year. She makes like 1.2 million. But he thinks that his masculinity is being stripped away. I'm not kidding. They on everything. They don't know how to handle it. They're afraid of strong women. Leadership, being a president. There is a reason that we haven't had a president in 249 years that's a woman. It's because of stupid people like that. That they think that they somehow, they just basically think of how you were born. Like if that guy was born black, he would have a whole different version. But because he's white, this is what he does. Brian Shapiro. Why aren't you guys friends? Who said we're not friends? I don't understand. I never said I wasn't friends with Brian. Kyle, I will one of these days. I'm getting there. I'm trying to find this one clip I can play you guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Sorry. Let me find this one clip. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Sorry. Well, it is. Look, watch. Don't take my word for it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a second. Here, watch. This is going to be the last time I talk about Brian. I have zero issues with Brian. Look, what did he start doing? Yellow, rage bait. Accidentally exposes, collar melts down, obliterates MAGA. Rewarded for using the N-word, obviously. Yeah. Boat strikes, he admitted it. MAGA colors, arrows. It's just, and I'll just say this. I got no issues with Brian. When I first started watching Brian, I used to call in and talk about minimum wage, police reform, social justice, white supremacy. How can we change the system? A general strike. And it's just turned into him going to the Enough America tour, debating right-wing nuts so he can push videos up and make a shit ton of money off of your outrage. I'm just keeping it 100. He can do anything he wants. I don't want to be part of that. That's just my opinion. And I personally had conversations behind the scenes with somebody there at a studio that I'm not going to talk about because it was private, that doesn't align with my value system. I'm going to leave it at that because I cannot prove a conversation that I had with somebody. So I kind of just want to leave it at that. I don't want to I wish Brian the best of luck. But that is not a path that I want to go down. Talking to Tim Pool is bullshit. Tim Pool is an absolute asshat. He is. He is a right-wing nut. He doesn't even believe that Donald Trump is a convicted felon. Why do you want to interview a guy that doesn't think that Donald Trump won the election, lost the election, that he's not a felon? What's the purpose of it? I just don't understand. I made a video about minimum wage. I'm going to talk about adoption next week. I talk about white supremacy. I stand up for our Muslim brothers and sisters. I want to be productive. That's what I'm aiming for. And I don't find this productive. I just don't. It's my opinion. I am not poo-pooing Brian at all. At all. 0%. It's just not my thing anymore. Well, I'm sorry, Jimmy, but again, if there are some things that I had found out that I cannot talk about because I cannot prove it, even though I had firsthand conversations. And if you had heard it, you would feel very similar to me. So I have to leave it at that because, you know, I don't want to get myself in trouble and I don't want to speak out of turn. So I was upset about the interview with Gavin Newsom too, to be honest with you. I absolutely was. I don't like what I don't like what he's doing. The Twins was great and sold out for clicks. They listen, my friends, they all do this. What would you do if governor becomes, I might run for Eric Swalwell's seat. I haven't decided yet. I have not decided yet. I don't know. And I said this yesterday. I don't think that America is willing to stop being rage baited. I just don't. Yeah, we're addicted to this stuff. Let me go to the topic. I just, when I talk about topics like minimum wage, like making adoption easier, like gun reform, like police reform, like abolishing the electoral college, my views are in the toilet, and that's okay. It's okay. I have no problem with that. But when we talk about this stuff in the Midas touch, all of our attention goes there because we have been trained that emotional yellow letters and arrows, it makes us angry. Dean and Parker, the same thing. What are they solving? Nothing. It's again, I'm not trying to be judgmental, and if it comes across that way, that is not my intent. I think that is contributing to where we are as a society. I really, truly do. Correct. Why is Eric Swalwell part of the Democratic establishment with Hakeem Jeffries? I don't know, Mario. And when I interviewed Eric Swalwell 2 months ago, it became very clear that Eric Swalwell is part of the establishment. He just is. I wish that wasn't true. It actually broke my heart. I really was expecting more from Eric. And he basically said that the Democratic Party and himself would only help with a general strike if it helped the Democrats win the midterms. And the moment I heard those words from his mouth, I lost any respect that I had for Eric. And Eric Swalwell didn't even vote on the Charlie Kirk bill. Not yes, not no. He no voted. And I called his office. Never responded because he was trying to play politics. He didn't even have the balls to say no because he probably knew he was running for governor and he wanted to be more moderate. In my interview with Eric Swalwell, he told me as much, that we should have raised minimum wage under Biden, we should have stacked the Supreme Court, and we should have reversed Citizens United. But we were trying to be too moderate. Those are his words in my interview. That's not somebody that's fighting for America. He's fighting for his own political future. Democratic Party, as it is a joke. And you're seeing the AOCs and the Bernie Sanders and the Zohran Mamdabis actually wanting to progress it. And the race that I am the most interested in is the Graham Plattner race in Maine, the oyster farmer. I don't care about his damn tattoo. We all make mistakes. God knows I've made mistakes. The man came out, stood on business, said, I did something stupid. I'm not the same person. I made a mistake. It's over. Move on. If we can't have forgiveness, perfection can't be the key. But you know what? How many politicians admit they make a mistake? Not a lot. Takes a lot of balls and a lot of backbone. I've interviewed him a couple times to see if I can interview him. I really like what he is doing. Janet Mills is an old-ass dinosaur that needs to go. Chuck Schumer is endorsing Janet Mills because she's establishment. I don't agree with Heather Cox on everything. Just because she has a big platform doesn't mean that she's right. Heather Cox is a white woman that has a very privileged life. People are being racially profiled and picked up because of how they look like. Hey, boo-boo. And Heather Richardson has the privilege of sitting on her platform and telling people not to do this and not to do that. Boycotting Target's not going to stop racial profiling. Shutting this country down through a general strike is the only way. I just don't think that we're willing to do that because we don't want to be uncomfortable. So I was going to really quick talking about the racial thing. So I know that my video about the Cinnabon thing, it appears to be rage bait, but it's not. It's actually not about, it's not about the racism itself. Now, watch what she says. And now it's what happened afterwards that I have a problem with, that I actually think is the bigger issue here. Hold on. Let me find it. Where is it? Is that it? Hold on. Here it is. Okay, here we go. I'm still learning here. This video, then let's talk.
You racist. You racist. You racist. You racist.
Racist? That's I am racist.
So idiot for
And
real.
you are an
You are idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruin your life, by the way.
Oh, talking
Bye.
about you talking about respect? You talking about respect? You are fired from.
Now, Cinnabon obviously didn't hire her. Now, yes, she was obviously fired because she's a piece of shit. The problem isn't what she said. It's what happened afterwards. She raised over $116,000 for being a racist piece of shit, for calling people the N-word. Why? Why would you donate? How was she the victim? This happened 6 months ago with that other Karen in the park that called black people N-words. Because she got consequences for her racism. Oh, she's the victim of the woke mob. You don't know the truth. It was disgusting. She's a shitty person. I don't care what happened before the video. I don't care. I worked at Burger King. I had people, Shiloh Hendricks, yes. I had people throw chairs in my Burger King against the window because they didn't get cheese on their Whopper. I dealt with stupid people. That doesn't justify calling somebody the N-word. I don't care what they called her. They could say, ma'am, we don't do that here at Cinnabon. We don't tolerate racism, and we don't tolerate disrespect to our employees. Please leave. That's what she should have done. You'd never justify calling somebody the N-word. But this is what happens. The white people want to be the victim. Charlie Kirk. Out of the thousands of shootings in this country, why was he worshipped? Because they need to be the victim. Lincoln Riley. 43,000 people died that year. Why did they cherry pick that one person? Why do they cherry pick transgenders when it's a gun shooting? Why is it when you're a white man and you're an adjudicated rapist and a felon, you get to be president, but if you take a knee before the flag, you're a son of a bitch and you never get to play football again? Why is it if you're white and you beat officers with American flags and you stab them and give them concussions, leading to the death of 5 officers, why do you get pardoned from a convicted felon and a rapist? There's a trend. Nevada, the lady was found guilty of election fraud. White lady pardoned by the rapist. A sheriff was selling badges, literally badges, to be a sheriff. An absolute scam. He was pardoned. Charles Kushner, pardoned. Correct. They only care about themselves. Yep, you're right. The loser. Riley Gaines. Yeah, there was a police officer. It was a sheriff. Hold on. Riley Gaines is a loser too. Riley Gaines was in a competition. She didn't finish first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. She finished sixth place because she sucked. And her entire platform is, I'm the white victim. I finished sixth place, not fifth place, because of a transgender. Her entire platform is, I wasn't a big enough loser. I should have finished fifth place. I'm not kidding. This is her platform. The sheriff, hold on, let me find that sheriff. Where is it? Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, right here. Hold on. Right there. He sold sheriff badges for money, sentenced to 10 years in prison for accepting $75,000 in bribes and padding his department with untrained, wealthy Virginia businessmen. And Trump just pardons him. You can't make this shit up, man. The sheriff is a victim of an overzealous Biden Justice Department. Ooh, yeah, that's what it was. He just pardoned a drug lord, the Honduras president, the guy that's blowing up boats with no evidence is blowing up boats. Somehow that's okay. But if you're found guilty in a court of law, you get pardoned. And now Honduras put out a warrant for his arrest. And then George Santos, who literally knows that he's a convicted felon and just got pardoned. That's a great question, Book of Darkness. I don't know. When 13-year-old Katie Johnson sued Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein for raping her, she had no chance of winning because she was poor. How can somebody that's 13 that has parents that work paycheck to paycheck, how are they going to have the same level of justice as a billionaire? Justice isn't blind in this country. We say that it's BS. Megyn Kelly's disgusting too. Did you guys see the Megyn Kelly clip where she was ranting about wanting the people on the boat to suffer? Did you guys hear that? Oh, Megyn Kelly's a twit. Her and Chris Cuomo are grifters. They're absolute grifters. That's all they are. They know that white people are angry and pissed off, and they want to make them mad so they can make money. They're nothing more than whores to capitalism. That is it. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I don't understand what happened. I used to like Megyn Kelly back in. Now, this was a while ago. Here's the clip. Here it is. Hold on. Yes, Saran Mamdani called them out. Hold on.
Suffer. I would like Trump and Hegseth to make it last a long time so that they lose a limb and bleed out a little. Like, I'm really having a difficult time ginning up sympathy for these guys who 10 seconds earlier almost got taken out by the initial bomb, but because they managed to get ejected, a little too soon, had to be taken out in the water. I realize legally it may make a difference, but truly, Mark, this is a tough case to really gin up the sympathies of the American people.
Yeah. What a shitty person. This is a pro-life Catholic, traditional family values with no evidence that these people were either fishermen or drug people. literally saying, I want them to bleed out and lose limbs with no evidence of who they are, with no due process other than, trust me, bro, I think they have drugs. This is who they are. They don't want law and order, except the white man gets a free pass on everything. It's disgusting. I don't. It's just, it's vile. It's truly vile. This is who the party is now. It's grievance, it's white victimhood, and they're just scared to death about, and you have the community in Minnesota that's scared of Somalia. There was a whole group of people that voted for Trump. Yeah, Megyn Kelly said something disgusting about there was a difference between a 15-year-old getting raped and an 8-year-old. She is a disgusting person. And again, it's about outrage. It's the reason that we get yellow thumbnails and arrows and all this other BS, because it makes us angry. Hold on. Yeah, I'm all for hearing other points of view, but my God, how are you going to rejoice like these people are on the side of a boat in the middle of an ocean? And it's not like you want law and order. You literally say, I want them to suffer. Who the hell kind of person does that? His entire administration's like that. You have Pete Hegseth, who paid $50,000 for assaulting a woman. You have RFK, who had so many affairs on his first wife that she took her own life. You had the orange pig that nominated Matt Gaetz, who had sex with a minor child at 17. You have him being friends with Dana White, who hit his wife. This is the best of this country. As long as you're white, I don't care what you do and how you treat women. Scott Jennings is a white nationalist too. I haven't watched CNN since the town hall beginning of last year. They're trying to be more propaganda, more Fox News like. He's a white Christian nationalist. He's going to wave his Bible and go kiss the ass of a convicted felon and adjudicated rapist. Oh, wait. Somebody asked a question. Sorry, I missed something. Do you think Charlie... as far as the racist podcaster, I don't give a shit about him. The man pushed white supremacy. He talked about... I do like Rick Wilson. Rick Wilson's a good dude. I like him. Yeah, I don't care about the racist podcaster. He was a victim of his own words. He said that dead Americans is worth the cost of the Second Amendment. Yeah, I believe it. Those were his words. Not mine. His words. I listened to the whole speech. He joked about gay people being thrown out of buildings in Gaza. Oh, wait, there are no buildings. He asked for the execution of Joe Biden so he can fuck all the way off. And it was, again, the people being the white victim. They didn't give two shits about the 7-year-olds at the Catholic Church. Thoughts and prayers, Officer Sitnick. Thoughts and prayers, George Floyd. Thoughts and prayers. But a racist white podcaster, that's just a bridge too far. And then you have white people going into Starbucks crying like a bunch of fucking Karens. Put his name on a cup while literally water is flowing down their face. The difference between the orange pig's first administration now is that all the sycophants are in the office. All the adults are out. All the checks and balances, the people that told him no, are gone. That is the biggest difference. It just is. Now he's unhinged. Oh, the sound's going in and out? Yeah, I made a, is that better? Is that too far away from the mic? I'm still getting used to this whole, my wife had this and I pulled it out to see if it will work because sometimes my Apple headphones are giving some weird feedback. Okay, good. Oh, hey, in case you guys weren't here yesterday, hold on. Hold on. Ah! I got to make a video still. Doo-doo-doo. Look at that. That's Stitch, yes. That is Stitch has Deadpool in the background. Pretty cool, huh? I thought it would be metal or something. It's plastic. Yeah, Boo Boo, I'm working on that. It is framed, Sarge. I'm going to figure that out. I'm trying to so just to give you guys an idea. So I have my website being built because the one right now is a little janky. Yeah, it's plastic. I know. I'm a little shafted. I'm going to start a podcast because I unfortunately have an opinion about everything, right or wrong. It's called, now tell me, I have the Discord for the general strike right now that's in there. If you guys want, it's in my bio. So the name of my podcast, and I kind of like it, I'm calling it the Anti-Politician Podcast. Is that like negative, or is that like a cool name? Because I really don't like either side right now. Yeah, I thought it was aluminum too. I'm a little disappointed, but whatever. So yeah, I'm probably going to start it either later this month or my website will be done this month. I got these little thingies, pretty cool. Because my headphones, sometimes they cut in and out or they catch up a lot of background noise. So now this isolates like the sound. So we're going to give it a shot and I'll sound all fancy or something. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And I will, the caller thing, I don't know how it works yet. I'm working on that. Yeah, my video earlier today is not PG. Warren Buffett is a good dude. He's hell of rich, but he's not a snob. He keeps it 100. Warren Buffett, believe it or not, goes to McDonald's every morning and spends, hold on, how much is it? Hold on. He goes to McDonald's breakfast every morning. Okay, so this is what's interesting. His wife leaves him money in his car. Now, Warren Buffett is like a bazillionaire, right? He's got more money than God. On a good market day, he orders bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for $3.17. On a down market day, he opts for the $2.95 sausage McMuffin with egg and cheese. And when he's not feeling prosperous, he spends $2.61, which consists of 2 sausage patties and a Coke. This is what the guy does. I'm not even kidding. Oh, yeah, it could be the old prices, but he still does it to this day. So the last update I saw on this was from 2024 of August on Yahoo Finance. But the dude is sharp as a tack. He's hella smart. It could be. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. It says it was a 2017 HBO documentary. But the article was from 24. You're correct. But he still does the same thing today at the higher prices. That was Warren Buffett. He owns Berkshire Hathaway. Interesting fact about Berkshire Hathaway. There is an original stock. Okay, well, let me see. I think it's called the A stock. Original. Hold on. If it's still what I think it is. Now, I want you to guess how much without cheating, no cheating. How much is the original Berkshire Hathaway Class B stock? The first one. Take a guess. No cheating. I got to have at least 5 people guess before I show you. Nope. Not even close. You're going to crap your pants when I show you this. You ready? $737,000 a share. That's disgusting. 1 share of the Class B Berkshire Hathaway stock. It's some weird, it never split. I don't know the reason for it, but yeah. $737,000 a freaking share. I just want 1 share. I think Amazon's worth like what, $3,000 a share or something, but $737,000 a share. He's a smart dude. When it first came out in 78, it was $175 a share. So it's gone from $175 to $177,000. Yeah, the market cap. It's crazy for 1 damn stock. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. It just takes a while to build everything. So yeah, I got to figure out what it looks like for Anti-Politician Podcast. So yeah. Am I on mute? I can't tell what I hit. Did I hit the right button here? Oh, now I was on mute. No, I'm not. All right, there we go. That's better. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. This thing has like a little, I don't know if the blinky thing means you can hear me or not. Hopefully it means you can hear me. Oh, wait. I think the red light means you can hear me. Hey, Mason. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm working on that, and the podcast will be soon. I got to set it up, and then my website's almost done. So what do I think of Oprah Winfrey? Oh man, I don't have a lot. My wife loves her. She owns an island, man. I mean, she owns an island. We shouldn't have billionaires. I don't. We keep transferring more and more wealth to rich people. 3 people own as much wealth as half this damn country. She owns a damn island. Come on, really? Who the fuck needs an island? Mark Zuckerberg has he's taken all the land from the Hawaiians. He has an 18 guest house compound. Who the hell needs 18 guest houses? What the hell? Why? Why do you need that? We just shouldn't. I just don't. I got no problem with her as a person, but why the hell do you need a whole damn island? Yep. And that's why I don't like Eric Swalwell. He admitted they should have reversed Citizens United, and they didn't. Because they got money from donors. And the next video I got to work on, and I'm almost done with all the details. AIPAC is an absolute shit show. It just is. AIPAC, and I'll give you the 1-minute version. AIPAC is an Israeli, basically super PAC that gives shit tons of money to Democrats and Republicans, both sides. And then those politicians, guess who they fund? Israel. Since our partnership 3 generations ago, 3 decades, 4 decades, we've given them $250 billion. They have universal health care in Israel. Why don't we? And then what happens? We supply the weapons for them, like the Iron Dome. And where are those built? Here in America. There's 1,100 companies at some part of the process have their hands in the stuff that we supply to Israel. 20,000 jobs in this country are created supplying a lot of these weapons whether it's technology, drones, weapons, Iron Dome, support, etc. 20,000 jobs. We're literally supporting the genocide over there right now. And then, guess who those corporations donate to? Amazon's one of them, by the way. Those people that make the military equipment, oh yes, they donate more money to the politicians. So they get it from both sides. They get money from Israel, whom they approve the money for, and then the companies that benefit from said funding donate more money to the politicians. Tell me that's not a problem. We're all being screwed by both sides. We just are. Eric Swalwell's taken almost $200,000. It's called AIPAC. Hold on. AIPAC. It's like uncovered. Oh, it's called Ape. Hold on. What the hell is it called? No, it's AIPAC. AIPAC tracker. Here, I'll show it with you. Hold on. Here it is. And they have all the candidates that are not endorsed. California. See? Pelosi, 600,000. 370,000. 65,000, 45,000, 269,000. Now, where is Shifty Schiff, who I really don't like? Oh, look at that, Adam Schiff. $6.2 million fucking dollars. Are you kidding me? Really? Really, Adam Schiff? $2 a day. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, it's called trackapac.com. But how in the hell is Adam Schiff? Like, this is just the reality, right? You can say two things can be true. You can say Israel's our ally and Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal. Two things can be true. And there's too many people in this country that cannot have that logical thinking. Benjamin Netanyahu is a piece of shit. He should be buried under a prison and left to rot. What happened to them a couple years ago was awful. I think it was 2,500 people died. It was horrible. But the entire country of Gaza did not do that. You don't murder 20,000 innocent children and say, I'm just defending myself. Oh, it's the cost of war. Almost 80,000 people have died in Gaza. 85% of their damn country is gone. How in the fuck is that defending yourself? And that's the problem. They won't come out and say it because they're getting so much damn money. It's disgusting. Booker's the same way. Watch. I believe he was. I could be wrong. We're going to find out. Yep, I know. Where is he? Cory Booker, $871,000. And there's two that hasn't taken any money. Mickey Sherrill, who just won, almost $200,000. Bob Mendez, the guy that was found guilty, $400,000. They were all taking money. You're right. Mario, you're completely right. The people on the left are doing the same damn thing. And here's why. There was an article from Wired that came out a few months ago. And I don't know where the money comes from. And I'll be honest, I actually don't know that. They were giving, let me see if it was the Wired article. Hold on. Yeah, here it is, right here. If you guys want to, or I'll put it in the chat. You guys read it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. And if I'm ever wrong, tell me I'm wrong and I'll apologize. I'll pin it for you. You guys can read it yourself. Don't take my word for it. Pin message. There you go. It's at the top. So basically, a dark money group, without going into too much detail, was paying people like David Pacman, I believe Brian Colatoan. I don't know all the names, so I am not trying to speak out of turn here. There was a lot of them. I believe Aaron Parnas was one of them as well. Was it Aaron Parnas? Let me see. Oh, there's Aaron Parnas. Anyway, read it for yourself. I don't want to speak out of turn and say somebody's name incorrectly. It's not my intent. But here's the point. They were taking $8,000 a month. Never told anybody about it. Now, do they have to? No, they don't have to. But here's the thing. This is why I have a problem with this. They go on and preach about how they're holier than thou, how we're not the people on the right. We're about transparency and honesty. We want to get money out of politics. But they're getting paid $8,000 a month. How many people here make $8,000 a month? Nobody. I don't. I don't think I do. Check my accounting person. I'm pretty sure I don't. Most of us live paycheck to paycheck. 2/3 of this damn country. Thank you, Mario. But this is the thing. Over 12 months, they're making $96,000 a year. And from what they're saying, this is David Pacman's own words, and he made a video. He has never released the contract. He sure talked a big game, and I've never seen the contract. If you want transparency, then show the damn contract. And allegedly, there's no strings tied. Who gets paid $8,000 a month for no strings tied? Just tell me, who does that? Doesn't happen. Said nobody ever. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out my lights. I don't know which one's better or worse. I don't know. It's going to take me a while till I dial it in. But that's the problem. It's not that they took the $8,000. They have the right to run their business anything they want. My problem is that they're preaching about transparency and honesty and openness, and they didn't say a damn thing. Hey, guys, just so you know, I'm getting $8,000 a month from this company, blah, blah, blah. And when you watch David Pacman's video, he's tap dancing around the whole damn thing. All he had to say was, you know what? I made a mistake. I shouldn't have taken the money, or I should have been more honest with you up front about it. That's it. Just be honest. When I mess up, just say you screwed up. And correct me if I'm wrong, very few of them speak out against what's happening in Gaza. I thought they wanted to be different, but they're not. And I've had this conversation with Park Rose Permaculture. You guys probably know her. She's sick of it too. I'm sick of these left-leaning bros beating their chests and interviewing people like Cory Booker and just doing these puffer interviews. What is it solving? It's money, people. They don't ask hard questions. Now, you want to go someone that watches a podcast that'll bust their ass? Go watch I've Had It podcast. Them girls don't play around. That's what a podcast should be. There is nothing we can do against the Supreme Court. What should happen is whoever is the next president, hell, maybe I'll run. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Stack the damn Supreme Court. I don't care if you have to double it. I'm done playing by the rules. I'm sick of these white supremacists telling people what to do with their bodies and controlling people. Is her name Tori? Yeah, she's incredible. Hell, I got Legos back here, man. This ain't no fancy office like for me. Shit, this is fancy. Buying these things on sale, that's about it, like 120, 40 bucks or something. That's it. Look. I got the Incredible Hulk back here. That's just about as fancy as I'm going to get. What else do I got? Stitch and Snowman. That's about as fancy as I'm going to get. And a slightly used microphone for my wife. I will watch the secular talk. I have not, but I've Had It podcast. They're incredible. I love them. They're great. But whoever's next should stack the Supreme Court. Yeah, look at all the politicians that don't speak about Gaza. It's gross. 20,000 children are dead. Yep, just be you. Let me see what let me see what the last numbers were from Gaza. What the hell's going on here? Something's being weird. Hold on. So anyway, all right. Alyssa Slotkin, I don't know. My computer is not. What's going on here? My computer's acting weird. I don't know why. The Mark Romano report. I will. I'm trying to get in touch with some of the content creators. The next one that I've spoken to, have you guys seen her name? Her username is Driven. She sits down with her 12-year-old son and watches right-wing videos and shows them how to not get red pilled. Have you guys seen her? I know she has like a bunch of followers on Instagram and TikTok. She's great. She has her 12-year-old sit next to her. Her name is like Driven. What's her name? Hold on. Her. Oh, whoops. It's too bright. Hold on. Jamie Mercer is her name. But she sits down with her 2 young kids and has them watch a chip of like Charlie Kirk or Trump or some other right-wing nut or even a Democrat, and watches how they speak about women, how they talk about other people. And then she'll ask them a question. And then the young men, her children, look up the answers for themselves. Is that okay? Why is it okay? Why is it not okay? And she teaches them how to have critical thinking. It's incredible what she does. It's really cool. But she teaches her young men how not to be red-pilled. Yeah, it is. We have too many young, insecure men that are stuck on nationalism. Flags, bald eagles, patriot, it's all bullshit. It's nationalism. Patriotism is giving a damn about the people that the flag represents. They don't care about them. Yeah, sorry, Sarge. Yeah, I know, Mason. I hope that one day when we're done, that the damage that we've done to Canada, I hope and pray to God that at some point we can get past that, because it breaks my heart. Our neighbors in the north are probably not laughing. I think most of them are sad. Like, I cannot believe that our neighbors is treating us this way. That you guys literally put a rapist in the White House, in a convicted felon. That's just disrespecting and demonizing everybody that's not a white person. It's disgusting, and it breaks my heart. And I was pulling for the Blue Jays, not because I like the Blue Jays, because I was pulling for Canada during the World Series. Mexico's doing fine. They have a woman president. For as far as I know, she has a really good approval rating. Yeah, sorry I missed my... I think when I hear people ask, why did more non-white people vote for him? I think people underestimate people that aren't white. And I'm not saying this as a 100% rule of thumb, but there is something about them wanting to be close to whiteness. And they think that if they kiss the ass of the white man in the White House, that he's going to let him stay on their plantation. That people are going to look at them differently because they wear a MAGA hat, and they're not. And you're finding that out. Right? Look at what happened in Gaza. How many people didn't vote for Harris? Now they're getting shit on. Now the Muslims have voted for him. They're getting demonized. Latinos are getting deported that voted for Trump. Latinos for Trump. Oh my gosh, I didn't know he would do this. They thought that kissing the ass of a white man would make them part of the club. It is a damn shame. And we told them that, but they didn't want to hear it. They were fine crapping on everybody else's rights, and they thought that they would be exempt. And they're finding out they're not. Yeah, sorry, Miss May. I think I'm only my family's case. They follow white Jesus. They're Pharisees. At some point, I need to make a video about that. They're not Christians. They're not people of faith. They're religious Pharisees. They wave gold crosses and Bibles, and they quote scriptures, and they're nothing more than absolute hypocrites that want to maintain the white male patriarchy. How can GoFundMe let this happen, though? GoFundMe is an open app as long as they let people do it on there. I don't see how. Anyway, I got to go finish some work and work out. If you guys want, again, you don't have to. I am not a salesperson. I'm never going to push crap on here. People have asked me for my thumbnails. If you want it, cool. If not, it's on Patreon. If it's a pain, don't worry about it. It's like $5 a month. I am not turning into one of those guys. I give you my word. I swear on my life. But it's kind of a pain because I have to upload everything. But people that want the thumbnails, they do take some work. So if you want them, it's up on there. If you don't, that's totally cool. Don't sweat it. But the only thing that's really on there is the thumbnail. So if you want them, it's an option for people. So, all right, my friends, I'll see you later. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye. I don't know if I can close my screen because it's acting weird. What is going on here? Now I can close it out. All right, have a great day, everybody. Oh, thank you, TM